Guruganeshabhyam Namaha. What is prana? Prana is basically energy. The energy on earth is primarily thermal energy. What is released when something burns, even the energy that is released upon digestion of food, they are all thermal energy. What nuclear activity produces is thermal energy. There is wind energy, but what is behind wind? What causes wind is temperature gradients. There is energy in waves. What causes waves is wind. What is behind wind is again heat. In the sky, Dyuloka, there are three kinds of prana or energy. Mahoktha, Mahavrata and Purusha. Mahoktha is a kind of energy that radiates out. Mahavrata is a kind of energy that pulls inwards. And Purusha is a kind of energy that causes creation. Here in Sandhyopasana, Sandhyavandanam, we are concerned in the kind of energy called Mahavrata, which is part of Surya. All three are present in Surya, but we are more concerned about Mahavrata for the time being, since we are talking about Sandhyavandanam. The nature of this prana is to pull inwards. Pull inward what? Food. Anything that it can consume. Anything that can nourish this kind of energy. So this energy ever present in every living being pulls towards it and consumes food or annam. This is a constant process. Without food, no body can survive. It is a constant interaction between this energy and food. This energy is the consumer. Food is what is consumed. This energy is the Agni in the stomach, Agni in the whole body. This Agni is ever present in your body. That is why you have a temperature, 98.6 degrees. When the temperature is gone from the body, then it's a dead body. This energy pulls food towards it and consumes it. You are not pushing food all the way down to the stomach, you see. You're just keeping it in the mouth. The rest the body does. This energy in the body does. But here, the point to be noted is, it is not a violent process. The food is friendly with this energy. This energy is friendly with food. There is mitrata between the two. It is not like a forest fire in which animals are running away from the fire to save themselves. Here, the food is friendly towards this fire or energy to such an extent that it goes towards it. Food is voluntarily nourishing this energy, nourishing this fire in the body. Food is doing this happily. If it is a forced action like the wildfire, then it will be very difficult to sustain. The friendship between the consumer and the consumed is a main characteristic of this kind of interaction. Anything that is forced will not stay for long. Friendship lasts. So to sustain the created world, this kind of friendship is necessary. Even for an individual body like your body, what you consume, your food should be friendly towards you. Anyone who consumes an unfriendly substance like poison, it will harm him. This is the principle of sustenance of the world. Sustenance for an individual body means living full life, Purnayu. So if you wish to live your full life fruitfully, then you should understand this aspect of Surya, which is a friendly aspect, particularly with respect to food. Surya only resides inside you as your prana, as the energy, as the digestive fire in the stomach. This Surya should be friendly towards the food that you consume. He should approach the food thinking that yes, this is going to nourish me. This food is for my own benefit. Then it would digest the food slowly. You can cook something on a low flame, then it adds to the taste. You can throw something into burning fire, then it will get charred. It will not be fit for consumption. The fire in the stomach, Jఠragni, the Surya in the stomach, should handle food in a friendly way, consuming it in a friendly way, using it for the nourishment of himself, nourishment of the body, for its health and well-being, rather than burning it and charring it all of a sudden. There is a disease called Atyagni, in which the digestive fire is too strong. It burns the food so fast that you will feel hungry again. Immediately after you finish eating, after 15 minutes, half an hour, you will feel hungry again if you have Atyagni. This we don't want. We want Surya to be friendly towards the food and digest it slowly. This is how the whole world sustains. The Vishwa sustains. Because of this Maitri or friendliness between the consumer and the consumed. Mitrata in the universe, Vishwamitra. This truth was revealed to sage Vishwamitra. This universal friendship between the consumer and consumed. This is what is required to sustain the world. This truth was revealed to Vishwamitra. He became the Rishi of Gayatri Mantra. He realized this truth. Then he was called Vishwamitra. This is one of the benefits of Sandhya Vandanam, health and long life. In Sandhya Vandanam, you are recognizing and praising this aspect of Surya, the friendly aspect of Surya. This is why doing Sandhya Vandanam is very good for health also. If you do Sandhya Vandanam, your digestion will improve. Improper digestion is behind every disease in the body, not just stomach ailments. Improper digestion generates toxins in the body, causing arthritis, spondylitis, all kinds of problems, nerve problems, muscular problems, blood-related problems, deficiencies such as vitamin deficiencies. Sandhya Vandanam will help you with all these and keep these diseases away and keep you healthy. Harihi Om.
श्रेष्ठतमं कर्म